Hello everyone, welcome to Windows OS Hub. In this video, I'll show you how to manually restore the EFI System Partition in Windows after it has been accidentally deleted or corrupted. Before we begin, let's briefly review the disk partition layout used by UEFI devices running Windows. When Windows is installed on a disk initialized with the GID partition table, the default installation creates three required partitions: the EFI System Partition, the Microsoft Reserved Partition, and the primary partition that contains the Windows installation, applications, and user data. The EFI System Partition is a small FAT32 formatted partition that stores the Windows Boot Manager, the boot configuration data store, and other files required to start Windows. During startup, the UEFI firmware loads the Windows Bootloader from the EFI System Partition and transfers control to it. If the EFI System Partition is accidentally deleted or becomes corrupted, Windows can no longer boot because the Windows Boot Manager stored on the EFI partition is no longer available. In this video, I'll show you how to manually recreate the EFI and MSR partitions and then restore the Windows Boot Manager and boot configuration using Windows 11 installation media from a USB drive or DVD image. In my example, I have a virtual machine running Windows that no longer boots after the EFI System Partition was deleted. To restore the EFI partition and bootloader, I need to boot the computer into the Windows pre-installation environment. For a virtual machine, the easiest method is to mount the Windows 11 installation ISO to the virtual DVD drive and boot from it. On a physical computer, create a bootable Windows installation USB drive using the Media Creation Tool or Rufus. I've now booted from the Windows installation media. To open a command prompt directly from the Windows setup screen, press Shift plus F10. Start the DiskPart utility, run the list disk command to verify that the system disk uses the GPT partition style. A GPT disk is identified by an asterisk in the GPT column. If there is no asterisk, the disk uses the MBR partition style, and this recovery procedure does not relevant. Run the list part command to display the existing partitions. As you can see, only the Windows partition and the recovery partition remain. The EFI and MSR partitions are missing. To create a new 100 MB EFI System Partition, select the target disk and run the command create partition EFI size equal 100. Then format it as FAT32. Assign the partition the drive letter G. Next, create a 16 MB Microsoft Reserved partition. Verify that all of the required partitions for the GPT drive system have been created successfully. To determine which drive letter has been assigned to the Windows partition, run the list volume command. In this example, the Windows 11 installation is located on drive C. Exit the DiskPart session. Now use the BCDBoot command to copy the UEFI boot files from the Windows installation to the EFI System Partition and recreate the boot configuration data store. run the command shown in the video. You can also copy it from the video description. The command recreates the required boot files on the EFI System Partition. Use the BCDEdit command to display the boot configuration. As shown, the Windows Boot Manager is now located on the EFI System Partition, while the Windows Operating System Loader resides on the Windows Partition. This is the standard boot configuration for Windows on UEFI-based systems. I also verified that the boot folder on the EFI System Partition now contains all required Windows boot files, including the bootloader. You can now restart the computer, remove the Windows installation media, and attempt to boot Windows normally. As you can see, Windows starts successfully. This confirms that the system located the Windows Boot Manager on the recreated EFI System Partition and completed the normal UEFI boot process. Finally, I used DiskPart and the Disk Management Console to verify that the EFI System Partition has been successfully recreated. That's all. Like the video and subscribe for more sysadmin tips from Windows OS Hub. See you later.